Do people play Pokemon X and Y online in 2023? This year marks the 10-year anniversary of Pokemon X and Y, the first main series games on the 3DS. A lot has happened since then for Pokemon, and X and Y in general was a huge step forward for Pokemon. Pokemon X and Y, I feel like, were the games that really pushed online for Pokemon when it comes to the Wonder Trade, GTS, and of course online battling, and 10 years later, are people still playing this game? It's currently March 2023 as I'm recording this video, and at the end of the month, the 3DS eShop is shutting down almost entirely, meaning you're not going to be able to purchase this game digitally on the 3DS eShop anymore, which over time will definitely diminish the amount of people who play this game online, and of course, if the DS Pokemon games tell us anything, will probably result in a huge price spike for the 3DS Pokemon games if you want to get them physically. So let's load up the game, hop online, and see who's playing. I'm almost certain there's going to be nothing for Mystery Gift and Live Competition and Pokemon Link, but I have to check anyway. There's no gifts, no surprise. I do still have the Wonder card for the event Torchic that came out when this game came out, which was October 12th, 2013. Also have a Pokeball Vivillon from 2014. Random Heracross, also from 2014, only a week later. And another Vivillon from July 2014. The PSS page has to be the cleanest menu when it comes to online Pokemon games. We have our friends, of course, nobody's online because who plays this game? Acquaintances, which are people that we last played with. Surprise, it still remembers all those people. And then passerbys, which are people who are playing online right now. And as you can see, it's going a lot. We have somebody from Germany, somebody from Italy, somebody from Germany again, somebody from the UK, lots of European people. I'm not seeing anyone from America or Asia. As I say that, there's somebody from South Korea. Okay, 3 people from South Korea in a row. Thank you. And then Taiwan, so everybody's playing this game. The first thing I do want to check, though, is the battles. Let's see who's playing online. Of course, there's no competitions or official rank battles anymore. That was shut down years ago, probably when Sun and Moon came out, I would guess. So almost 7 years ago, it seems like. But we can still do a random matchup. Free battle. Let's check singles first, see if we can find anybody. Use whatever's in our battle box. That looks like an okay team, I guess. Then we'll try doubles, then after that, we'll try triple battles. So if I remember correctly, I feel like we've done this video a lot. I think we've done one every year since 2020. And sometimes we don't find triple battles, sometimes we do. I'm gonna assume double battles are gonna be the most populated because double battles were like the official VGC format or whatever, and that tends to be the most popular online in Pokemon games, at least for newer games especially it is. We found somebody from Germany. It took about 60 seconds to finally connect up. I was a little worried we wouldn't find anybody. And they seem to really like legendary and mythical Pokemon, as you can see. So I don't think we're going to win this battle. Look, this is a trick. You think this is an Electivire? But it's not. It's really my Zoroark. Although this moveset is terrible, so I don't think this was really the best idea. I also just realized bringing a Zoroark when you only have 3 Pokemon isn't that good because basically 2 of our Pokemon are the same. Shiny Niantic, that must be legit. Let's move on to double battles now, shall we? Opposing trainer cannot be found for free battle doubles. I'm gonna try rated too. Maybe more people are playing rated even though there's no rewards, but we'll try that later. For triple and rotation battle, I'm really not expecting to find anybody at all, but we can try. I think, you know, now that I think about it, maybe triple battles is more likely to have people because you can't do triple battles in Pokemon games anymore. This was one of the last games to have them, just this one, then Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which have basically the same battle system anyway. Maybe in a future game we'll see triple battles come back, even if it's not online like it is in this game. Nobody for triple battles either on the free battle section. And I already know rotation's not going to find anything either because I don't even think people played rotation battles when this was the newest Pokemon game, but we got to try anyway. 2023, 10 years later, maybe it's the revival or the return of rotation battles on X and Y online. Nothing for rotation battles either. Not too surprised, but it is a little sad to see that of the 4 battling styles, we can only find people for singles. And I didn't even realize this, you can't do rating battles because the service was discontinued for the Pokemon Global League on this game. I completely forgot about that because I'm pretty sure in Sword and Shield you can still do rated battles even though there's no official season going on. But in this game, no, it's just free battles and nobody's battling online in this game anymore, it seems like. Let's go check out the GTS next though. One of my favorite things when it comes to the DS and 3DS era versions of Pokemon games because you can just go online, look for whatever Pokemon you're missing, even sometimes find shiny Pokemon. I remember doing that a lot when this game was new. You'd search up a Pokemon, scroll across, and if there was a shiny, it would actually appear as shiny in the GTS, which is pretty nice. So first things first, I'm going to search for my favorite Pokemon, which if you don't know is Swalot. Let's see if we can find any Swalots on the GTS. And there is a single shiny Swalot. Amazing. They want a Zubat. Do I have a Zubat? I actually don't even have a Zubat to trade. that is pretty sad. So no Swalot for us, but there is a single shiny Swalot on the GTS if anybody actually wants it. Let's go for a more popular Pokemon that's a bit more common too. How about Talonflame? I'm sure a lot of people, when they first played through this game, they caught a Fletchinder on their team, used it throughout the story, and they probably have a Talonflame like this person here who wants a Thundurus. I don't think you're gonna get a Thundurus for your Talonflame, Sophie. Can you help me? No, I cannot help you, Sophie from France. We have quite a few shinies here too, it looks like. I don't think any of these are going to be legit because all of them are just plugging social media handles as the username. So that's a bit unfortunate. Now, I remember when we did this with Sun and Moon last year, and by the way, if you want to see a video like this on Sun and Moon, let me know in the comments down below. Whenever we did the GTS and found a hacked Pokemon, the GTS would often crash our game. In this game, though, it doesn't seem like that's happening. Let's look at a legendary now, though. How about Xerneas, the cover legendary? Can we find any of them on the GTS? This person wants an Arceus. This person wants a Mew. Another Mew. A lot of people want Mew, apparently. Everybody wants a Mew for their art. Wow. Pretty much everybody wants... Actually, I'm now realizing this is the same person, isn't it? It's someone from California who just says Pokemon Oras. They have the default X and Y trainer, and they really want a Mew for the Xerneas. It just keeps going, too. I'm scrolling and scrolling. There's got to be hundreds of listings from what looks like the same person. They just want a Xerneas. It doesn't look like we're going to get a Xerneas, but how about a Zygarde? Can we find one of those? So we've got a couple. This person wants a Kyurem, Landorus, Mew again with the Mew. Zygarde for Zygarde, fair trade. This person has no face. That's interesting. They just want a Snivy, though. That's not the hardest Pokemon to get. Zubat, we don't have a Zubat. Zigzagoon. Do I have a Zigzagoon? We actually have a Zigzagoon. So let's do our first GTS trade in 2023. We've been at this black screen for a while, and the touchscreen just says communication error occurred. So I guess we're not getting that Pokemon. We have to restart our game. We have to turn the game off. That's how bad our game crashed, apparently. Let's just look up a simple Pokemon like a Fletchling so we can actually get a trade done. All these people want high-level Pokemon or legendaries, which we don't exactly have, unfortunately, though. We did find a Fletchling trade for a Fletchling, so let's just try it out and see if it actually works. There's the music. There we go. Buy my Fletchling, going into the GTS. In return, we are getting another Fletchling. So at the very least, that confirms that the GTS still works, although it does seem like finding Pokemon is a little bit harder because there's a lot more hacked Pokemon that just don't actually work, apparently, as we tried earlier with that one trade where it just kept disconnecting. And it does seem like there's less Pokemon in general from what I remember from previous years. Let's try Wonder Trade now. This was a new feature with Pokemon X and Y. One of my favorite new features. A lot of people like to spend a lot of time just Wonder Trading all their Pokemon because you never know what you're gonna get. I have a random level 1 Dunsparce. Let's just Wonder Trade it and see what we get. Wonder Trade tends to be hacked a lot of the times in these older Pokemon games, so it is possible we get a hacked Pokemon that just crashes our game. Or we just get a random early route Pokemon, which is also really common. We have somebody from Poland very quickly to find the... We have somebody from Poland, found them very quickly, which is nice to see. Now we get to see what they're gonna send us. So for Dunsparce, we get a Liepard. That's a pretty random Pokemon to get back, but I can't exactly complain when I traded a level 1 Dunsparce. Maybe they can transfer that over to their Pokemon Scarlet and Violet once the Pokemon Home gets updated for it, which should hopefully be soon. I mean, like I said earlier in the video, with the 3DS eShop shutting down, they're actually gonna make Pokemon Go free, it seems like, at the end of the month, which you have to already have it downloaded in order to do that. And hopefully with that update, they'll also update Pokemon Home. So Wonder Trade again, sending out a Fennekin this time, which was Fennekin the starter that I picked in this game? No, the starter that I picked in this game was Froakie, I remember when I first beat this game. We got somebody from Switzerland now. Buy my Fennekin to Ramona. In return, what are we gonna get? We're gonna get a Scraggy. Alright. So pretty normal Pokemon so far. Nothing hacked, it seems like. Although I'm sure if you really spend a lot of time and trade a lot of Pokemon, probably at more peak hours of the day, you'll probably find better Pokemon. And we get a Japanese Scraggy, it looks like. Very cool. The last thing I want to check is the passerby. So on the touchscreen here, you see passerbys, which are basically just random people who are also playing this game online. You can just click on their little icon as, well, it's going to load up again. You can click on one of their icons, and you can just ask if they want to trade. And they might accept it, they might not, they might just ignore it until it fades away. We'll see. They actually accepted. I didn't expect the first person we tried to accept it, but let's see what they're going to trade us. Looks like they're offering up a Haunter. We don't really have anything that spectacular to give away. I have a ton of these Gibbles. Do you want a Gibble? Jolly Rough Skin. It was probably a breed jet because I used to breed a lot of Pokemon in this game, trying to get perfect IV Pokemon for competitive battling. And they accepted our trade for the Gibble, so kinda cool. We're gonna get a Haunter, which, unless it's living in Everstone, it should evolve. Take good care of Haunter. I will, unless it evolves here. And it's actually evolving. That's pretty funny. Now we have a Gengar. Very cool. So that's Pokemon X and Y online in 2023. It's still active, definitely less so than it was in previous years, especially when it comes to those online battles. We were only able to find people for single battles. Of course, with the 3DS eShop shutting down, we don't know how long there will be until the actual 3DS servers are shut down. This could very well be the last year for Pokemon X and Y online. Next year, they could just shut it down completely. I hope that doesn't happen, but until then, this was X and Y Online in 2023. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Check this out right now. Look at the screen. Look at Xerneas. Ah. Ah. If you make a sound, a 3DS hears you, and Xerneas just spins.